Hi students, welcome to Fashion Design 2. Today's presentation is going to be a little bit disjointed. It means what I did was I recorded certain things at certain different times, and I kind of will put it together so that way you can just follow through the videos as I play them. So there's no particular order, but it really has to do more with a few things, how you approach drawing. Now Of course, I know I said that drawing is not important, but it does not mean that you totally take it and throw it out the window, okay? You should actually make some attempt and practice drawing. It comes with practice, obviously. When you are drawing, see what happens is when we draw, there are two ways of approaching drawing. There are two ways, okay? Most of us, when we are approaching drawing, we are approaching it like an artist. I'm going to say it again. Most of the time, when we approach drawing, that means the moment we take a pen or a pencil and bring it to paper, we are approaching it like an artist. That's wrong. You need to approach it like a designer. That's it. If you get that, then you understand what's going on. Because what happens is, fashion designers are not fashion artists. They are fashion designers. That's the thing that a lot of people just go, it just goes over their head. Or they're like, oh, no, we need to be very good illustrators. We need to, do all. No, I'm sorry. That's not what it is. And that's where the problem arises. Not everybody is a good artist. But everybody can be a very good fashion designer. Not everybody is a good artist, but people can be a very good designer if they really put their head into it. So when you are actually drawing something, the idea is to draw from the middle out. Most of us, when we are drawing, we tend to draw from the outside in. And that's a big problem. The only way you can do that is if you're a very successful person in the art world. But if you're not, it's not that easy to do it. I know I have my cat walking around. So it's something that we must understand, that when we approach drawing, in fashion at least, our idea is to draw the design of the garment. Our idea is to draw the design of the garment. Our job is design. Our job is not to be an artist. Yes, of course, when you look at the language, yes, fashion designers are artists in one way or the other, but I don't think that's what it is. You are supposed to draw so that you can execute your design, your original idea of a garment or an entire ensemble, so to speak, an entire look. You're not there to do a fashion illustration. If you have the talent to do a fashion illustration, of course, go for it. But that's not your job. Your job is not for fashion illustrator. That's not your job. Don't get confused. Your job is to make sure that you design something that is awesome, that will sell, that customers will love to buy and wear. That is your job. So when we are drawing or we are learning how to draw, remember, don't approach it like an artist. Approach it like a designer. That's what I want you to do. See you in the lesson. This is my supervisor at night checking to see if I'm working. So let's expand this idea a little bit. Let's say if I drew a box, okay? And if I wanted to draw a box behind, so what I would do is I would go like that, like that, like that, and like that. But you see, I will not touch it. So now this gives the impression of this is in front of this. So if I want to make a little bit of a pattern, I could go like this. So this is in front of this. But you see over here and you see over here, I am not touching the line. I could do the same thing even for circle. So let's say if I draw a circle like that, and I draw another circle like that. But you see, this circle is not touching this circle. It's on top of this circle. It's not perfect, of course, but it's on top. Okay? This is a great idea, especially when you are drawing an illustration. And let me see if I can do one over here very quickly. Okay, so let's say if I'm drawing a fashion illustration, you know, my normal style, and okay, if I draw something very simple, okay, and if that is my fashion illustration, to make the illustration seem a little bit more interesting, you know what I could do is I could take this pen, okay, and I can actually draw, without touching, I can draw a line like that. Immediately it looks like this is standing in front of this line. You see that? This is standing in front of this line. Now if I could have drawn it the other way around, where I would draw the line on top, and if I drew the line on top, it would mean she is standing behind the line. So for example, let me just do it. If I did that, just to make it bold, if I did that, you see, she is standing behind the line. The earlier one was she was in front of the line, and this one is she is behind the line. Okay, this is just by using a simple pen and using just this idea, you can see by using a line, I can show the person is in front of the line or behind of the line in a very, it looks like a very 3D version, you know, like a very 3D style, where this is in front of the line, but right now you're looking at she is behind the line, because you see the line is right in front of her. So she is standing behind the line, not in front of the line. That is the reason of simple drawings like this, where you can basically do simple things just like that. By not touching the line, you can show that the line is on top of the line or under the line. These are just drawing tricks that allows you to just draw a few things that gives a little sense of perspective, what is on top and what is below.